Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to Fanboy TV 6-hour marathon. Right now, we're about almost to hit hour 5 of this, and we still all have our shirts on. Thank you, Jeffrey. And
What?
it happened with your shoes, whatever. And right now, with us is by the light of the moon with
Stephanie Beatriz. I play Bonnie in the film.
And I'm Jessica Thompson. I'm the writer, director, and producer.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, we called this South by Southwest the emotionally gut punching series of movies. And I have to say, you punch pretty good.
Yeah.
You awesomely do.
Well done. Well done.
Between the writing and the performances, you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Real fast, what is the plot about the movie?
Yeah.
So the film is about Bonnie. She's a New York City successful architecture, pretty sassy, pretty bold. And she experiences a pretty large trauma. And then after that, it's about how she recovers from that. So it's every single scene has Bonnie in it. It's told entirely from her perspective.
Is that true?
Yeah,
was
you're
I
in
in
every single scene.
No,
You didn't notice that?
I was
You
very
didn't notice
tired
that?
while I was shooting. Like,
Every single scene. Yeah, so it's the 6 weeks following the trauma and how she recovers from that within herself, with her boyfriend, with her relationships, with her work, with her career, and how kind of a trauma impacts someone.
Yeah, we don't want to reveal what the trauma is because that is such a key moment of the movie, and I want people to go into this without knowing what it is.
Sure.
But I also like the fact that the trauma is very fast. It's very quick. It's very soon into the movie, but it's also just like, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to deal with what's really going on.
yeah.
We're done. We're done with what caused the trauma. Now we're dealing with the ramifications of the trauma, and that's what this movie really is about. Because the trauma happens like 10 minutes. In 10 minutes of the movie, for 1 minute of the movie. So it's very insignificant about that.
A lot of times I feel like trauma in film becomes sensationalized, becomes this like very sexy, action-packed, sort of like well-lit thing, and then that becomes the entertainment.
Yeah.
Versus sort of what this story does, which is focus more on like the human aspect of what it means to be a survivor in a traumatic event.
What was your overall experience being the main character and going through that and getting that on film and everything?
It was dope. I mean, I had a great time.
Yeah.
I've been acting since I was in junior high.
Yeah.
But
fantastic.
I've never been the full lead of the movie.
I think a lot of us can relate to that little situation right there.
It was very, and like my regular job is I'm a series regular on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I work almost every day with Andy Samberg, who's the lead on our show. And I've watched over the course of the last 4 seasons how well he handles being the first on a show. He's like kind to everyone, generous to everyone, super feminist. And I kept thinking like I would hope that when I was in a position like that, I would treat everyone really well and equally.
She did a stellar job.
Thanks. It was my
Honestly,
test for myself.
She was so good.
Can I do this and not be a butthead?
She was incredible.
Right. That's
what our producer Gavin does to all of us. He'll just throw us on. He's like, "Just go with it. You do
it.
great."
Do
And we're
it.
like, "Did we do okay?" So we know exactly where you're coming from on that. and such
that
like
artist questioning.
Our boss, every time we introduce someone new, the first thing he does is, by the way, you're interviewing somebody, and they're like, I'm just here to visit. What?
Yeah.
So
Throw yourself
happens.
in
It
there.
happens.
Into the fire. It's the best way to learn.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a really fun experience.
Yeah, she did a fantastic job. She
It was
actually
fun.
got to know every single person's name on set, and she knew people well. Like, it was a wonderful thing to
liked
see.
them. They were
Because of
great
course I
people.
was like, here's this bit of a star coming onto my set. I was like, is she going to be a diva? Is she going to diva out? But she didn't. She was fabulous.
Only
to
about
work
like
with.
snacks. I'd be like, where are the gluten-free?
There was that low blood sugar moment.
There
but
was
it
one
was
night
2
where I
a.m.
was
in the
like,
morning.
I can't find my green juice. Where did it go?
But other than that,
Yeah,
she was a complete.
He had some wine there too. I mean,
There's
So-
there's a
We
little
don't
bit
do
of
drinking on set.
Not real.
So I had a
Not
question.
real.
What got you to be the producer, the writer, and the director, and everything for this? Like, why did you chose those roles to proceed yourself behind the scenes?
I'm a bit of a micromanaging nightmare. No, that's not.
you know what? We also
Hey.
understand that.
We also understand.
To be honest,
have a
it comes
vision.
about from necessity. I'm sure you guys understand that this is an independent film. So, the story came to me and I started writing it. I've been a writer since I was about 12. Started writing stories and telling people stories. And so then I've written and directed 5 short films.
Oh,
I
wow.
was ready to make a feature. I've also edited 3 feature films.
So you have a lot of background experience for that.
Yeah, if anyone calls me an overnight success, I'll punch them in the face. Just putting it out there.
Gavin, I think we found our next producer, just so you know.
So yeah, I've been doing this since I was 12, making films and whatever else.
That's a fantastic experience. Just that overall, be doing that for that long, and now you are getting much brawn more out.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I'm so proud that my first feature is starring this wonderful human, and also with this incredible team, and that it's at South by Southwest. I can't think of it. It's one of my favorite festivals, and I'm thrilled.
It's the biggest.
And also, Stephanie's a
It's
Texan.
my home
Nate.
state.
Yeah,
I grew up
Nice.
in Webster, right outside of Houston. So this is big. This is a big deal for me.
I went through Webster during, what was it, Wendy, the hurricane? I had to go through that to get a picture.
Yeah, that's what people do.
almost went
dear.
That's really what people do with Webster. They go through it,
Well,
They almost
or they almost go through it, or they get out.
in this case, we were trying to run away from a hurricane.
Yeah.
Webster
One of the
Walk.
things I loved about this movie was, with movies generally like this, it's always gloom. It's like someone turned off the light switch and forgot that every once in a while you need to turn it on so you don't stub your toe or whatnot. This one, there's like genuine moments where like the boyfriend puts anchovies. It's something that clearly never needs anchovies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anything really needs anchovies in it, but that's not the point.
It's like the pineapple
But
shouldn't be on pizza.
but also like he's like, I'm sorry for ruining this meal. And you're like, whatever, just order takeout. Let's order takeout. It was a genuine funny moment. Just because he was trying so hard to be the good guy that he failed so spectacularly.
Yeah.
It's like,
And that's very real.
Right,
That's
it's
so
very real. Yeah.
And
That was important.
it was very important, and it was in the script from the beginning. It was those moments of like levity that sort of like, I don't know. It's just, it's too. You can't live like that. Like no one lives like that.
No,
you know.
it's always
We
nice.
all make jokes about. We make the darkest.
Even if
jokes
somebody passes
sometimes,
away,
you know,
at a wake or a funeral, you still, that's how friendship works. That's how
Yeah,
love works.
you have
You
to.
have to find the light in the
You
dark.
have to take the air out of like the stress of it. You just have to like laugh a little bit to deal with the.
So
pain.
it seems like you guys have definitely had a great experience behind the scenes and on the scenes
Yeah.
during filming and everything else like that.
It's
Yeah.
great.
That's really good. I'm happy that you were able to find
Yeah.
a brilliant actress right here,
Yeah.
and you're able to
and
have
it was
this
just
experience.
an incredible friendship. Immediate. We always say it's like soulmates from the minute we saw
from
each
the
other.
minute
That's
we
fan-
were
Which
like-
is great because you get nervous when you cast someone, especially someone who's off like a well-known TV show. You can't audition them, which is totally fine. We spoke on the phone and I knew I loved her immediately. But you're nervous, and then as soon as we met, it was like kindred spirits.
Yeah.
And we always say we hope this is the first of many films we get to make
I
together.
feel like everyone from here, Fanboy TV, is exactly what we went through. It's like I was a guest on the show, and then next thing you know, I was starting to work behind the scenes, and I just clicked
It's your
with
family.
everyone. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is a family.
You found
movie.
your family.
It's for all of us.
Yeah.
And now we get to do South by Southwest and interview people like you. That's amazing. And I just love hearing about your movie and everything. So I'm
We
looking
can't wait for
forward
you to
to
see
it.
it.
Thanks, guys.
The other one of the fun things about the movie was all the different locations, because a lot of times with smaller movies like this, it's like okay, we have this one apartment. Can we move the furniture around and make it
look like a cafe?
Well, no,
Can we
we're
fake
like,
it?
can we make this? Okay, this is Susie's apartment. Now here's John's apartment.
Right.
But
Right.
each apartment
Susie
actually
and John just
fit-
happen to have the same couch.
Yeah, and it didn't have the. It actually felt like every apartment. Did you just use people's apartments you guys knew, or was it?
You called in a lot of favors.
We called in a lot of favors. The other producers listening are probably like, "Why do we have to have 16 locations, Jessica?" And we actually thought it was quite contained because
I'm sure they're sitting on their couch right now
they're like,
laughing.
Thanks for this. But the first 4 days we did actually shoot in Bonnie and Matt's apartment, which was great in terms of just crew bonding and cast bonding because we were all in the same location. It actually felt like we were coming home every day. We'd be there for 12 hours and be working together and eating together. But then we called in a lot of favors for all of the locations. The hardest thing to find was the doctor's surgery, and then we found an incredible doctor, and he didn't even ask for pay. He asked us to pay him in beer. So
How dope.
I think that's one of the greatest pays, honestly.
dope is that?
It's
Well,
like
as long
money
as
you
it's
can
good
come and
beer.
go, but having a good beer.
Yeah,
got him
well,
good
of course
beer.
we got
Yeah, having a good
beer.
beer with the cast and crew, and just hey, let's
And what was
hang
even
out.
sweeter, we were there on our wrap day. That was our final day. And then we bought him beer, but he bought us all champagne. So I was like, this is a bit of a trade.
So if people want to know more about this movie, or if they can't be here in South by Southwest and watch it, where can they find this about this movie?
Yeah, so the lightofthemoonfilm.com, thelightofthemoonfilm.com, and if you want to, that's our website. All of the information is there, and if you want to follow us on Facebook, the same thing, The Light of the Moon Film, and also at TLOTM Film for all the social medias.
And do you guys have any personal websites you want to promote? Or
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at I am Steph Beats.
Yeah,
B-E-A-T-Z.
she's got an awesome Instagram. You need to.
It's pretty
follow
funny.
her. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
And when are the screenings? Are
Yeah, we've got our
Tomorrow's the
premieres
premiere.
tomorrow.
Woo!
Yeah. 10:45 a.m.
10:45 a.m.
Monday 1:30 at Alamo South Lamar
And where's the premiere at?
at Stateside Theater.
Yes.
Oh, you got. Ooh, that's a nice theater.
That
Is
is
it?
really good.
Oh, yeah.
Excited about
Well,
it.
I gotta definitely say, I think you two are definitely gonna just nail it, blow people out of the water. It sounds like a great film. Viewers, if you haven't get a chance to see, just go and see it. It's
Support
gonna be
women
great.
in film. It's
Yes,
very important.
that
to
is
support
a
women
huge
in
success,
film.
and especially going on like everything that's going on nowadays. That is huge.
And we
right
should
now.
also say that we have a female cinematographer. There's only 6% of them in the industry, or there's probably more, but they're not given the
And she's a
opportunities.
freaking
So we were very
badass.
adamant about
Yeah.
having a strong female crew and cast.
Well,
So-
we appreciate you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate
Yeah,
you for women's
thanks for
rights and
having
everything
us
else
on.
like
This is
that.
dope.
So everyone, stay tuned and thank you. Thank you again.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.